Newdeath Gaming, Mike here. Hello everyone and welcome back to Eldrum Red Tide. Last time we left off, we found out that we were in a dream and we have woken up in this strange temple hospital and we shall begin here. Hope everyone has had a wonderful weekend. Thank you very much for coming back to this series and this channel, and I appreciate all of your support. Unbelievably great and wonderful support for this series, and I am more than privileged to do a Let's Play of this magnificent story RPG. Let's get into it. All right.
Your wounds have healed, though your scars are plentiful.
All right, so our wounds have healed from that battle. Were we actually in a battle? Was it a dream? Possibly not, because we do have level 2. So if this was a typical RPG, we would be starting again at level 1. We'd be in some fishing village. There'd be some playful music. There'd be some silly NPCs. Perhaps we were just injured so badly and we just relived everything. But that was a magnificent flashback. Everyone who's watching this series, if you are doing any AAA rated game, take notes. That is how you do it. That is how you do a flashback. For real though. Amazing. All right, let's find out what's in our bag. Check our inventory, check our quests, check everything. Oh, and by the way, thank you very much to Eldrum Red Tide. There is now notifications that have been added, so if you haven't updated, please do so. I do remember the previous Untold notifications were great for giving you tips and tricks, but if you don't want those, I do believe you can turn those off. If you don't want hints, you can turn those off also. I found that the hints weren't so blatant that you should turn them off. I actually enjoyed them, and they actually helped me find some interesting things. Another good thing about the hints and tips and notifications are it keeps you connected to the game, and I do appreciate that. Big shout out to My Noise for the wonderful background Japanese shrine we're using for this video. As we are convalescing from our recent injuries, I thought I'd add an interesting vocal ambience. If you want to download My Noise, you can find it in my description, as well as Eldrum Red Tide. Thank you very much. Please show maximum appreciation and support of these particular developers who make blind, visually impaired, accessible games and support mechanism apps for those of us who are content creators. All right, let's get into our game. Let's check what's in our inventory. Let's find out if we got to keep any of our equipment.
Character tab. Character tab.
Character tab.
Level 2.
We're level 2.
Experience 175 of 300.
175 out of 300.
Attributes. Heading.
I think I'm going to turn volume down.
Audio ducking. Volume. 100%. 95%.
I think 95%.
90%.
90% is fine.
Speaking rate. Words. Characters. Vertical navigate. Headings.
This time I'm not going to have the double ambiances because I found it was a little bit too loud. The balance was fine. I probably needed... I'm still experimenting with double ambiances. I do enjoy that. I like to create... Basically, I like creating an art form for the Let's Plays. I like creating multiple ambiances. I like multiple soundtracks. I like sound effects, voiceover. I like voice acting, drama. It's an art form to do something. The game itself has beautiful music, and I just want to thank the developers for that too. But I like accentuating it with my own ambiances and my own voiceover, my own acting, and my own sound effects. It's just really fun to have all these sounds all together, making one completely symbiotic creature creation symphony.
Open tooltip. Button.
Okay, what do we got here?
Level 2. Experience 1. Attributes. Heading. Open tooltip. Button.
Now, I heard they did a couple of changes, but I'm not sure everything. But definitely check out the latest update to hear exactly what they've changed.
Derivatives. Heading. Open tooltip. Strength. 2. Health. 90/90.
Our health is max at 90/90.
Charisma. 1. Protection. 0.
Our strength is the only thing I increase by 1.
Resilience. 1. Speed. 1.0.
Our speed is 1.0.
Agility. 1. Block chance. 0%. Perception. 1. Encumbrance. 0/17.
We have no encumbrance, so it looks like we are not carrying any equipment. All of our beautiful armor is gone, which isn't very nice.
Damage. Main hand. 1-1 melee.
Wow, we are a peon again. We have just 1 damage. Ugh. So we're obviously not going to be dealing with soldiers like we were dealing with in our dream sequence.
Offhand. 1-1 melee.
So we have a main hand and offhand, so we are a 2-handed fighter, which is interesting.
Ear. Heading. Head. Empty. Button.
We have nothing on our head.
Body. Empty.
Nothing
Button.
on our body.
Hands. Empty. Button.
Hands are empty.
Feet. Empty. Button.
Feet are empty.
Accessory. Empty. Button.
Accessory 1 empty.
Ornament. Empty. Button.
Ornament empty.
Main hand. Empty. But offhand. Empty. Combat act. Open tooltip. Button.
Okay, combat action.
Inventory. Close character. You currently don't have any gear equipped that provides you with combat actions.
Okay, we have no combat action equipment.
Close character tab. Tab. Inventory tab. Tab.
Let's check out our inventory
Close inventory
tab.
tab. Empty.
We have nothing in our inventory tab.
Weapon. 0. Armor. Food. 0. Medicine. 0. Tool. 0.
We
Collapse.
lost everything.
Treasure. 1. 1 new.
Oh, we have a
Collapse.
treasure. Let's check out our treasure.
Treasure. 1. 1 new. Silver coin. 4. New.
Okay, well, at least somebody may have stripped us of everything we had, but at least they left 4 coins in our pocket. I don't know if I appreciate somebody shoving some coins in our pocket.
Weapon. 0. Armor. 0. Food. 0. Medicine. 0. Tool. 0. Treasure. 1. Scripture. 0. Collapse.
We have no scriptures.
Character tab. Tab. Close inventory tab. No notifications. Dim.
All right, we have
Button.
no notifications.
Quest tab. Has update or unread item.
Oh,
tab.
let's check out our quest tab.
Close quest tab. Tab. Infernal Odyssey. Completed.
Oh, we completed the Infernal Odyssey. Awesome. I didn't know we had.
Character tab. Infernal
Let's
Odyssey.
read the
Completed.
Infernal
Odyssey.
Odyssey.
Completed. The great city of Robert is under siege. Foreign invaders have torched the western district. This is your home. You are a soldier, just like your brother. He wants to find your older sister, who has gone missing in the burning city. Time is running out.
Okay, so Robert, we did complete that. That was great. I'm so glad we did complete that.
Quest objective report for duty at the militia fortress. Completed.
We did that.
You were sidetracked in the burning war zone and failed to report for duty on time. Soldiers are expected to follow orders. However, this minor transgression was quickly overshadowed by your later contributions to the war effort.
Okay, well, we did fail to report in time. There was so much to do in that dream sequence.
All soldiers must report for duty at Cornerstone Keep before dawn. The order was given by General Zeno. The great fortress can be accessed from the northern docks.
Wow, there was so much to do. That was one beefy quest.
Quest objective search for your sister. Completed. What happened to your sister remains a mystery. Night after night, you are haunted by memories from the infernal battlegrounds.
We have a lot to find out about our sister.
Miriam was not at home. The books were missing from her bedchamber. Your
And that
sister
is
would never travel
Miriam.
far without her beloved literature, but her proof of citizenry had been left behind. It seems odd that she would embark on a journey without such an important document.
Well, the question remains, where are all of the items we found?
A degenerate burglar had fallen asleep in your sister's bed, no doubt under the influence of opium. Your brother identified him as a gang leader from the slums of Loga. During your interrogation, the man insisted that others had burglarized the family residence prior to his arrival.
Yeah, we caught that person sleeping off an opium thing, and they owe us a favor. We'll have to cash that in later.
Your brother suggested 2 places where your sister might be found. The first place is the Barnabas residence on the riverfront, where you all grew up together. The second place is the Ocean Shrine, where your sister is a novice.
We went to the Ocean Shrine, and there were some really interesting things there. There was a person behind a stone wall. We still need to go back there and resolve those mysteries, but maybe it's too late. I won't know unless I replay again.
Miriam Barnabas was supposed to meet your brother on Main Street, but she never showed up. There is good reason to fear the worst.
Yep.
Infernal Odyssey. Completed. Character tab. Tab.
All right, that's it. We've done everything. I do love the quest log. It is exceptionally thorough.
Character tab. Tab. Infernal Odyssey. Miriam Barnabas was supposed to meet. Close. Button.
Let's close it.
Close. Health points 90 of 90.
And if you want to close your tabs, just 4-finger tap the top of your mobile device, and then you'll be at the close menu, which is labeled completely, perfectly, accessibly, fully accessibly. All right, I don't know what else to do. Let's go ahead and just kind of wake up.
Previous. The other beds are. Your wounds have healed, though your scars are plentiful.
All right, our wounds have healed, but our scars are plentiful.
Get out of bed. Button. Character tab. Get out of
Let's
bed.
go ahead and get
Button.
out of bed.
Get out of bed. You feel weak in the knees. Shivering. You drop to the floor like a pile of bricks.
That's how I feel right now. I just recently had my latest COVID booster and a flu shot at the same time. I've got this massive like pain in my back, muscle contraction. Oh, it's gonna be a nightmare for me when I have to work out tomorrow at the gym. It's gonna be ugh. I'm recovering right now, so yeah. I feel just like my character.
Stand up. Button.
All right, we stand up.
Character tab. Stand up. You feel weak in the knees. Stand
Let's
up.
stand
Button.
up, please.
Stand up. You feel cold and famished. Trembling. You lean on the empty bed next to yours. You need clothes. And a crotch.
All right, yeah, I need a crotch big time. Let's see.
Previous. You feel cold and famished. Trembling. You lean on the empty bed next to yours. You need clothes. And a crotch.
We need to get some clothes on because obviously we're naked, except I don't know where our coins are at. Maybe our coins are somewhere on our person. We have a bag at least, so we have access to a bag, but we don't have clothes on.
Look around. Button. Character tab.
We got to look around because we might get ninja'd right here and there and killed.
Look around.
Let's look
Button.
around.
Look around. There's a wardrobe next to the front door.
Oh.
A few crutches are leaning on the side of it.
All right, cool. Well, let's go get those crutches.
Look in the wardrobe. Button.
Yeah, let's look in there.
Look in the wardrobe. You find a heavy fur cape and a pair of fur boots in the wardrobe.
Oh, yes. Yes. Sweet. Let's get that loot.
Take the fur cape. Button.
Yep.
Take the fur cape. Take the fur cape. Take the fur cape. Button.
Yep.
Take the fur cape. Take the fur boots. Button.
Let's take that
Take
fur.
the fur boots.
Yep, we'll take the
Take
fur.
the fur boots.
We want both.
Take a crotch. Button.
We'll take that crutch
Take
too.
a crotch. A few crutches are leaning on the side of the wardrobe. You grab one of them.
Yeah, we'll take all this gear, and then we're gonna make sure we have it equipped.
Open the front door. Button. A few crutches are leaning on this. Previous. Main menu. Previous. A few crutch. Open the front door. Button. Character tab. Tab. Inventory tab. Tab.
Let's
Character tab.
Let's
Tab.
equip
Close character
everything.
tab. Level 2.
Let's equip these items.
Attributes. Open tooltip. But derivatives. Open 2. Health. 89/90. Damage. Heading. Vertical navigate. Headings. Gear. Heading.
Gear. Oh, headings work. Beautiful. I forgot to mention that in my first listen. Headings work. So gorgeous. I love this game.
Head.
This is a pleasure to play. These are the kind of games that are accessible, that are a pleasure to play. When everything works, when the developer gets people who are blind and visually impaired from the very beginning of development. This is why this game is so clean. The interface is so sweet and so perfect and crispy. Because from the very beginning, accessibility was thought of. It's not an afterthought. It's a forethought, and that's what makes this game so amazing. That's why it's so smooth. And that's why there's no excuses. VoiceOver works. The developer understands VoiceOver. The developer implements VoiceOver features. The developer incorporates accessibility to the nth degree. A+ across the board. Let's make sure we have everything equipped.
Empty. Body. Empty. Hands. Empty. Feet. Empty.
Well, maybe these items are not for wearing.
Accessory. Empty. Ornament. Empty. Main hand. Empty. Offhand. Empty.
Or maybe
Button.
these are not wearable items. We're just putting on basic street clothes.
Combat actions. Open tooltip. Button. You currently don't have any gear. Close character tab. Tab.
Okay, we can't use that.
Health. Inventory tab. Has update or unread item.
Okay, let's go to
Close
the inventory.
tab. Wooden staff new.
Oh, well, it says it's wooden staff. Can we
Wooden staff.
Can we use it?
This combat action. This crutch is a formidable weapon in the right hands.
Oh, okay, it is a weapon.
Combat action. Stun. 2 to 4 melee. Combat action. Stun. Button.
Oh, we can stun with this thing? Awesome.
2 to 4 melee damage. Up to. Encumbrance 4.
Okay, we're putting this on. So, okay, that was a little different. So it goes into our bag first, and then we need to equip it.
Slots. Main hand plus off hand. Dim. Button.
Okay, so it's a two-handed item.
Encumbrance 4. Slots. Main hand. Equip. Button.
Let's go ahead and equip that. Cool. We got a crutch. It's basically a staff.
Wooden staff. Equip. Unequip. Button. Slots. Main hand. Unequip. Slots. Main hand plus off hand. Dim. Button. Encumbrance 4. Slots. Unequip. Wooden staff. Equip.
Okay, that's equipped.
Weapon. 1. Expanded. Armor. 2. 2 new. Collapsed.
Let's go get our
2.
armor
2
on
new.
here.
Fur mantle new.
Fur mantle. Let's
Fur
put
mantle.
that on.
A heavy cape. Made from wolf hides. Standard issue equipment for soldiers of the Robert Militia.
I want to wear this right now in real life. I want a wolf hide on right now. My apartment's so cold.
1 armor.
1 armor.
Encumbrance 3.
Okay.
Slots. Accessory. Dim. Button.
Slot.
Encumbrance 3.
Can we put it on?
Slots. Accessory. Dim. Button.
Okay, it's an accessory.
Equip. Button.
Let's go ahead and equip
Unequip.
that.
Fur mantle. Equip. Light fur boots new.
Okay, let's put on the light fur boots.
Weapon 1. Armor 2. Expanded.
All right.
Weapon 1. Collapsed. Light fur boots.
Is it on?
Weapon. Armor. Food 0. Medicine 0. Food. Armor 2. Weapon 1. Collapsed. Armor 2. Expanded.
Okay, is it
Armor
on?
2. Expanded. Light fur boots. Weapon 1. Collapsed. Light fur boots.
Is it on?
Fur mantle. Equip. Light fur boots.
Okay, we need...
Light fur boots. Slots. Feet. Dim. Button.
Okay, we got to put it on.
Encumbrance 2. 1 armor. Up 1. Scraps of wolf hide and bovine leather have been stitched together in a crude manner.
Okay.
Light fur boots. Scraps of 1 armor. Encumbrance 2. Slots. Feet. Equip. Button.
Okay, there we
Unequip.
go. All right, our fur boots are on. So we're looking pretty mad. We're matching. We got fur, we got wolf boots and wolf cape. I do recall the original game, we had wolf gear on. So this is a throwback to the original game, Untold, which I highly suggest any of you who are playing this game for the first time to go back and complete Untold. You will love it.
Treasure 1. 1 new. Collapse.
We got a new treasure. Let's swing over and check.
Treasure 1. 1 new.
treasure.
Silver coin 4. New.
We got 4 new silver coins. Or that we did.
Weapon 1. Silver coin.
Let me double
Silver
tap
coin,
that
4.
so that's
Foreign
done.
currency. Silver thaler. Minted by the Empire of Cadmelan. The Emperor is depicted on one side. Crossed spears on the other.
Okay. Nice depictions. Nice description.
Silver coin 4. Weapon 1. Armor 2. Weapon 1. Collapsed. Armor 2. Collapsed. Food 0. Collapsed. Medicine 0. Collapsed. Tool 0. Collapsed. Treasure 1. Expanded. Scripture 0. Character tab. Tab. Close inventory tab. Tab. Notifications 7. Initiated quest route awakening. Health -1 gained fur mantle. Gained light fur boots. Gained 5 experience. Completed objective find a crotch. Gained wooden staff. Button.
All right. We completed some objectives. Great, great, great.
Quest tab. Has update or unread item.
Let's
tab.
go to our quest tab.
Close quest tab. Tab. Route awakening 1 of 2 objectives.
1 of 2 objectives.
Infernal Odyssey. Completed. Route awakening 1 of 2 objectives.
Let's read
Route
our
awakening 1 of 2
objectives.
objectives. The war is over. You have been sleeping for a long time. Your body is frail and weak. You are cold, hungry and tired.
Yeah, we're definitely in bad shape.
Quest objective find something to eat.
All right, we need to find some food. It's very important to check your quest tab frequently. This is where I usually forget to go.
There must be something to eat around here.
All right, let's look around this place. Let's get this quest complete.
Quest objective find a crotch. You can barely stand up. Route awakening 1 of 2 Infernal Odyssey. Character tab. Tab.
All right, we got this all done. Let's...
Character tab. Tab. Close. Button.
All right, we
Close.
just need to find some
Health
food.
points 89 of 90. A few crutches are leaning on the side of. Open the front door. Button. Character tab. Open the. A few crutches are leaning on. Previous. You remove the fur boots from the wardrobe. Main menu. Previous. You remove the fur boot. Previous. A few crutches are leaning on the side of the
All
wardrobe.
right, there's
You grab one
got to
of
be
them.
some food. I don't... we did search the one place that was searchable.
Open the front door. Button. Character tab. Inventory tab. Character. Open the front door. A few crutches are leaning on the side of the wardrobe. You grab one of them.
Nothing much else we can do here.
Open the front door.
Let's
Button.
just open the front door.
Open the front door. The icy wind hits you when the door swings open. Snow lies thick across the military outpost.
Okay, we're in a military outpost.
Go outside. Button. Map. Button. Go outside.
Oh, we have
Button.
a map? Let's find
Button.
out what's on the map.
Map. Area. Riverside outpost.
Riverside outpost. Okay, great.
Infirmary. Current location. Dim. Button.
Infirmary.
Recenter map. Zoom out. Dim. Button. Close map. Button.
Okay, let's close the
Close
map.
map.
We know where we are.
Main menu.
It's a winter day. That gives us a sense of what the ambience is, which is great.
Previous. A few crutches are leaning on the side of the wardrobe.
I'll definitely
You grab
try
one
to
of them.
whip out some winter ambience sounds for next video. As I have a nice sip of coffee. It's appropriate that we're playing a winter game during one of the coldest months of this year.
The icy wind hits you when the door swings open. Go outside. Map. Button. Character tab. Map. Go outside. The icy wind hits you when the door swings. Go outside.
Let's go ahead and
Button.
go outside.
Go outside. Approach the monk. The snow shines white below the crescent moon. The campgrounds on the hills are surrounded by palisades. Dressed in a white robe, a monk stands by himself in front of you, stargazing in solitude.
All right, this is awesome. All right, so there's a monk there, and let's go ahead and have a conversation.
Approach the monk. Character tab. Approach. The snow shines white below the crescent. Approach the monk. Approach the monk. Hearing you approach, the monk speaks, though he keeps his gaze fixed on the stars above. The sky bleeds. Doom on Temcuris. Previous. Hearing you approach, the monk speaks, though he keeps his gaze fixed on the stars above. The sky bleeds. Doom on Temcuris. Look up. Button.
Let's...
Character tab. Look up.
Don't
Button.
know what he's talking about, but let's
Look up.
mimic him.
I have never seen such a... Like a red scar across the black firmament, a shining spear is outstretched among the stars of night. The old monk says, strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it is strange.
I have never seen such a thing before. Button. Character tab. I have never seen such a thing before. Button.
I have never seen such a thing before.
I have never seen such a thing before. Neither have I, but it was foretold. Wounded by war, the highlands are cursed. Ellipsis.
All right.
Who are you? Button. Neither have I, but it was foretold. Wounded by war, the highlands are cursed. Ellipsis.
Okay. Well, we just got a couple of responses. I'll always try to read all the responses or let voiceover read it.
Who are you? Button. Where am I? Button.
Let's...
What happened? Button.
Let's start off with...
Do you have any food? Button.
No, let's do the food last. We know that completes the quest. Let's go ahead and ask all the important questions first.
What happened? Where am I? Who are you? But neither have I, but it was foretold. Who are you? Button. Who are you?
Who are you?
Don't remember me? Suppose it was a long time ago. I am Pater Heinrich, Chief Surgeon of Riverside Outpost.
Okay. That must have been the person that was standing over us and took care of that surgery where we weren't properly anesthetized. We didn't... Well, what do we expect? This is not a hospital.
Where am I? Button.
Sort of a hospital. Let's ask, where are we?
Where am I? This is Riverside Outpost. You were brought here from the battlegrounds of Loga. 9 months have passed since the war ended.
Oh, God. No wonder why all our stuff is gone. We must have been in a coma.
Where is my brother? Button.
Let's ask where our
Where is
brother
my
is. Where
Alec
is my
Barnabas?
brother?
He left the outpost a few days ago. Ellipsis. Haven't seen him since then.
It would be convenient that he left right before we woke up. Maybe he just got impatient.
What happened? Button.
Let's ask
What happened?
What happened?
The final clash with the foreign army brought them to their knees. The broken armada sailed away. Ellipsis. The war was over. Ellipsis. But the wounds had taken their toll. You were mostly unconscious during the months that followed. Ellipsis.
I figured that.
Do you have any food? Button. Character tab. Do you have The final clash with the foreign army brought them to their knees. The broken armada sailed away. Ellipsis. The war was over. Ellipsis. But the wounds had taken their toll. You were mostly unconscious during the months that followed. Ellipsis.
Okay. All the questions have been logically answered.
Do you have any food? Button.
Let's get our food quest done.
Do you have any food? He points to a campfire down the hill. Speak to the exiles. Some rabbit stew was boiling in their pot. Be wary. Some of them are heretics.
Rabbit stew time. Let's get some rabbit stew. Yeah, let's get some rabbit stew.
Previous. The final clash with... He points to a camp... Heretics? What do you... Farewell. Heretics?
Oh, we can
What do
ask
you
about
mean?
the heretics.
Button.
Let's ask about the heretics.
Heretics? What do you mean? Doomsayers, like most of us. But they take it too far. Ellipsis. They worship. Ellipsis. False god and prophet. As you well know, there is no law against idolatry. If you wish to know more, find out for yourself.
Okay. Hey, we don't care what people worship. We just want to find our brother and our sister.
Farewell. Pater Heinrich. Button. Character tab. Tab.
Let's go ahead and say farewell.
Farewell. Pater Heinrich. Farewell. Pater Heinrich. Approach the campfire. A campfire is burning near the gates and the watchtowers. A dozen people are huddled around the flames and a pot of stew.
Well, we're hungry. Guess we're going to have to make a uninvited approach.
Approach the campfire. Button. Character tab. Approach the campfire. Button.
Let's go ahead and approach the campfire.
Approach the campfire. A one-eyed woman is holding court, lecturing the haggard exiles. She speaks with a foreign accent. Ellipsis. The prophecy of Comet. Unraveled by Vodon the Illustrious. Ellipsis. Son of the Sky Serpent. Gateway to the next world. Ellipsis. The others listen, glancing at you with tired faces.
You know, I don't like when they say one-eyed. Obviously, the person is visually impaired. You know, some people have one ocular unit. Some people have two. Some have none. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't make us any different. It just means that we're a person. I do not like when sometimes people are described because of their disabilities, If you're going to describe people's eyes, describe everyone's eyes. All right. I feel the same way when movies describe people's race, nationality, origin, ethnicity, or gender or pronouns. If you're going to pronounce one pronoun or gender or race, pronounce everyone's. We're all equal. We should all be treated that way. But it's fine. I dicker on that a little bit because I sometimes find it offensive when things are mentioned about people's disabilities in a kind of objectified kind of manner, but it's fine. I know that they don't mean anything by it, but they're just using description.
Previous. A campfire is a one-eyed woman is holding cord. Listen. Button. Talk to the foreign woman. Button.
Let's go ahead and listen.
Listen.
Might as well
Button.
listen first.
Listen. Comma. Ellipsis. For the world is broken. Ellipsis. And tomorrow is not promised. Ellipsis. Except for those who praise the serpent from void above sky. Ellipsis.
Okay, so now you're quoting the Bible. Okay, so she's stealing a little bit of information from a few verses from the Bible here and there.
Listen. Button.
Shall we listen?
Talk to the foreign woman. May I have something to eat? Button.
Shall we eat? Let's save that for last, but then let's not offend anyone.
Eat some rabbit stew. Button.
We can eat, ask for food, we can eat.
Character tab.
We can just move in and just grab a rabbit and just reach our hand in a pot and just start like chowing down. Let's be a little bit more polite. Let's listen first. Stave off our hunger a bit more.
Eat some rabbits. May I have something to talk to the foreign woman? Listen. Button.
Let's listen a bit more.
Listen. Comma. Ellipsis. The rise of Vodon. The fall of Comet. Ellipsis. After the world burns, we rise again. Ellipsis.
Interesting.
Listen. Button. Listen. Comma. Ellipsis. The foreign invaders are gone, but the western district lies in ruin. Ellipsis. There is no return, for the sacred waters are tainted by blood. Ellipsis.
Yeah, she's definitely a doomsayer.
Previous. Comma. Ellipsis. The foreign invaders are. Listen. Button. Listen. Comma. Ellipsis. Cursed be the fate of exiles, for the great city was cut in half, burned by the golden chimera. Ellipsis. Smashed like the tribes in my homeland. Ellipsis. Pillaged like the shores of Penosa. Ellipsis. Previous. Comma. Ellipsis. Cursed be the fate. Listen. Button.
She's giving a very long
Listen.
speech.
Comma. Ellipsis. Across the globe, red tides are given rise by imperial forces. Ellipsis. Enslaved by tyrant artifice. Ellipsis. Enthralled by the monuments of dynastic necropolis. Ellipsis.
So that's where the red tide comes from. A lot of this is going to be very similar to kind of like a Viking kind of aspect of a war. Most of the battles are occurring on the coastal regions. So that's kind of the red tide, like blood and red tide. I do love the symbolism here.
Listen. Button. Listen. Used. Comma.
Okay.
Ellipsis.
We've
Cursed
done
be the name of
everything we
Cadmelan.
can.
Ellipsis. Empire of godlessness. Ellipsis. Praise be the serpent from void above sky. Ellipsis. Praise be Vodon the illustrious, great prophet of Comet. Ellipsis.
All right, we've done all the listening we can.
Listen. Used. Button. Talk to the foreign woman. Button.
Let's talk to her.
Talk to the foreign woman. They keep chanting. The one-eyed foreigner is no exception. Her attention is focused on the burning spear in the night sky.
All right. She's not listening to us.
Listen. Used. May I have something to eat? Button.
Let's go ahead and ask for something to eat. Let's be polite.
May I have something to eat? Wrapped in a blanket, a bearded man reaches for a bowl and a spoon. He gives them to you and says, "Help yourself, soldier."
Help yourself, soldier. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Listen. Used. Button. Eat some rabbit stew. Button. Character tab.
Okay,
Eat some
let's go
rabbit
ahead
stew.
and eat some
Button.
rabbit stew.
Eat some rabbit stew. You scrape off the leftovers of rabbit stew from the iron pot. Not the worst you have tasted.
Nope. We're hungry.
Listen. Used. Button. Map. Button. Character tab. Tab.
Let's find out if we got
Close
anything
character tab.
new
Tab
from
level
this. Did we get anything new?
Quest tab. Has update or unread item.
Okay,
Tab.
great. We have a quest updated item.
Close quest tab. Tab.
we go.
Rude Awakening 2 of 3 objectives.
Okay, Rude Awakening, 2 of 3 objectives. We just got one more thing done.
Infernal Odyssey. Character tab. Rude Awakening 2 of 3 objectives. Rude Awakening 2 of 3
Alright.
objective. Quest objective rest. You feel weary. Quest objective find something to eat.
We got
Completed.
something to eat.
There must be something to eat around here. Quest objective find a crotch. Completed.
We got that.
You can barely stand up. Rude Awakening 2 of 3 objectives. Infernal Odyssey. Completed.
What's our last
Rude Awakening.
objective?
You can barely. Quest objective. There must be something to eat around here.
We have a crutch. We found something to eat.
Quest objective finds you feel weary. Quest objective rest.
Okay, we need to rest. Okay, I guess we're going to go back to our infirmary?
The war is over. You rude awakening. Close button.
All right.
Close. Main
Is
menu.
there any food that we got?
Listen. Use button. Map button. Character tab. Tab. Inventory tab. Tab.
Nothing new.
Quest tab. Tab. Notifications. 10. Initiated quest rude awakening. Health. 1 gained fur mantle. Gained light fur boots. 2x gained 5 experience. Completed objective find a crotch. Gained wooden staff. Health plus 1 completed objective find something to eat. Button.
Yeah, we need to rest. That's the last part of our objective. Probably that will move the story forward.
Character tab. Tab.
All right.
You scrape off the left. Listen. Use. Button. Map. Button. Character tab. Tab. Inventory tab. Tab. Map. Button.
Let's go ahead and check out
Map.
the map, find out where we
Area.
can go.
Riverside outpost. Campfire. Current location. Dim. Button. Infirmary. Button.
We can go back to the infirmary and rest.
Recenter map. Infirmary. Campfire. Current area. Riverside outpost.
Well, we could go back to the infirmary. There's nobody else here to really talk to.
Campfire. Current location. Infirmary. Button.
Let's go ahead and go back to the infirmary. I think we've done all we can here.
Infirmary. Dim. Infirmary. The moon and the sky serpent shine bright on the snowy campgrounds. The monk is no longer around. Following in his footprints, you walk up the hill to the infirmary. The front door is closed. Smoke is rising from the chimney.
Did we get locked out? Man, we're homeless now. Oh,
The
that's
moon and
really,
the sky serpent shine
really
bright on the snowy
unfortunate.
campgrounds. The monk is no longer around.
We should be
Following in his
appreciative.
footprints, you walk up the hill to the infirmary. The front door is closed. Smoke is rising from the chimney.
At least we got some care for free.
Enter the infirmary. Button.
Oh, we can't enter.
Map. Button.
Let's...
Enter the infirmary. Button. The moon and the sky. Previous. You scrape off the leftovers of
I
rabbit
don't
stew from
think
the
there's
iron pot.
anything else we
Not the
can
worst you have
do.
tasted. The moon and the sky serpent
We
shine
could
bright
go-
on the snowy
I do
campgrounds.
sometimes like
the
to
monk
go
is no
back
longer
and
around.
forth.
Following in his footprints, you walk up the hill to the infirmary.
Just in case there's something to do. But, no, I just think let's just go back into the infirmary, complete our quest.
Previous. You scrape up the moon and the sky serpent. Enter the infirmary. Button. Enter the infirmary. Talk to the monk. It's warm inside.
Oh,
the old monk is
monk
hunched
is
on a
here.
bed by the fireplace, poking the flames with an iron hook.
All right.
Talk to the monk. Go to bed. Button.
We can talk. Let's talk first.
Talk to the monk. Button. Talk to the monk. Use. Leave me in peace, for I am weary. Talk to the monk. Leave me in peace,
Okay.
for I am weary.
Leave me in peace. I am weary. Well, we should maybe.
Previous. Leave me in peace, for I am weary. Talk to the monk. Use. Button.
All right. Well, we've already talked to him. It sounds like he's exhausted. He would like a little time to himself.
Go to bed. Button.
Let's go ahead and give him a little privacy.
Map. Button. Go to bed.
Let's go ahead and go to bed.
Go to bed. You rest for a few hours until the break of dawn. By the time you wake up, the flames in the fireplace have dwindled and the monk is no longer present. Memories of another infernal nightmare fade like the dying embers left in his wake.
Yeah, we definitely have some pretty vivid dreams.
Previous. Leave me in peace. Look around. Button.
Let's look around.
Look around. Use. All the beds are empty. Daylight seeps in from the snow-covered windows.
All right. Don't think there's anything else that's happened. Oh, we have completed a quest, so...
Inventory tab. Tab. Quest tab. Tab.
Okay, we've already completed a quest.
Notifications. 13. Initiated quest rude awakening. Health. 1 gained fur mantle. Gained light fur boots. 3x gained 5 experience.
Let's
No
clear...
notifications.
Let's
Dim.
clear our notifications.
Quest tab. Tab. Close quest tab. Tab. Infernal Odyssey. Completed. Close. Infernal Odyssey. Rude awakening. Completed.
Yep. Rude Awakening completed.
Character tab. Tab.
All right. Great. Our quest tabs are complete.
Character tab. Tab. Infernal Odyssey. Completed. Inventory tab. Tab. Close. Button.
Let's close
Close.
that. All
Main
right.
menu.
I guess it's time to leave.
Previous. You rest for all the beds are empty. Daylight seeps in from the snow. Look around. Use. Button. Map. Button.
Map.
Character tab. Tab.
Let's
Map.
use
Button.
our map and move around.
Area. Riverside outpost.
Let's maybe go get some more food, maybe.
Infirmary. Current location. Campfire. Button. Recenter map. Campfire.
Let's go to
Button.
the campfire.
Campfire. Travel interrupted by encounter. A young woman in a white robe opens the front door
Oh,
and steps
cool.
inside. She smiles. You're awake. The gods have shown mercy. The monk is taking off her boots. She says, the colonel wants to see you. Better not keep him waiting.
All right. The colonel wishes to see you. All right. Thank you. We'll go see the person. All right. Cool. I like these encounters. They're a little scary, but I love them.
A young woman in a white robe. A young woman in a white robe opens the front. A young woman in a white robe. A young woman in a white robe opens the front door and steps inside. She smiles. You're heading not found. A young woman in a white. Where is the colonel? Who are you? Button.
All right, let's ask her some questions.
A young woman in a white. Who are you? Button.
We can ask her, who are you?
Where is the colonel? Button.
Where is the colonel?
Good to know. Farewell.
Good to know, farewell.
Character tab.
Let's,
tab.
of course, ask as many questions as possible.
Good to know. Where is the... Who are you? Button. A young woman in a white robe. Who are you? Button. Who are you?
Who are you?
Oh, pardon my manners. I'm new here. Graduated from the monastery last week. They call me Sister Agatha. Let me know if you need medical supplies or treatment. She looks around at the empty beds. Things are still quiet, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Great. We'll buy some medical supplies. This is possibly our vendor.
Where is the colonel?
Let's find out where the colonel is.
Where is the colonel?
Opening up our map.
The monk replies, you'll find him in the fortress on the hill.
All right, fortress on the hill. Thank you.
Good to know. Farewell. Button.
Let's...
Character tab. Good to know. The monk replies, you'll... Good to know. Farewell. Good to know. Farewell.
All right.
Look
Good
around.
to know.
But you step outside. The snow lies
All right,
thick
I
on
really
Riverside
want to go
Outpost.
back and
the
buy
cloudy
some
skies above the
medical
forest hills are
supplies.
gray.
Let's find out if we can go back inside and buy some medical supplies from her.
Look around. Button. Walk away from the infirmary. Button. Character tab. Walk away. Look around. Button.
Let's look around first,
Look around.
though. Make sure there's no one else.
Militia soldiers are posted on the watchtowers along the palisades. Long shadows are cast by the gallows and the fortress on the hilltop.
Beautiful exposition as always.
Walk away from the infirmary. Button. Character tab. Tab.
Walk away from the infirmary.
Inventory tab. Quest tab. Tab. Notifications. 1. Initiated quest the Robert Militia. Button.
Okay, we have a quest. Let's go check that out.
No notifications. Dim. Quest tab. Tab.
We're
Close
gonna
quest
find out
tab.
what we need to
tab.
do next.
The Robert Militia 0 of 1 objectives.
Okay,
The
what do
Robert
we have to
Militia
do
0
here?
of 1 objectives. You suffered grave injuries during the war. Having spent 9 months in the infirmary, you are now a shadow of your former self. The future of your military career is uncertain.
Okay, we obviously need to get a military job. That's where our experience comes from.
Quest objective report for duty at Riverside Outpost.
All right, we need to go to Riverside Outpost and report for duty.
The colonel of Riverside Outpost wants to have a word with you. He waits in the fortress on the hilltop.
That's fine. I'm lucky we were able to even have a conversation with the person in charge.
The Robert Militia 0 of 1 objectives. Infernal Odyssey. Completed.
All right.
Close. Button.
Okay, we know
Close.
what we need to do.
Health points 90 of 90.
We're obviously healthy. We've healed up that 1 hit point from falling on the ground. So let's go ahead and...
Militia soldiers. Walk away from the infirmary. Button. Character tab. Walk away. Militia soldiers are posted on the watchtower. Walk away from the infirmary. Character tab. Walk away from
Let's
the
walk
infirmary.
away from
Button.
the
Walk away from the
infirmary.
infirmary. Map. Button.
All right, that has
The
created
campfires out and the
something.
exiles are gone. The gateway to the outpost is closed.
All right, obviously they don't want us to leave right now. Let's find out if we can go back to the infirmary and purchase some medicine.
Approach the gate. Button. Approach the fortress on the hilltop. Button. Approach the riverbank. Button. Map. Button.
Let's use the map
Map.
and we'll go back to all the
Area.
stuff later.
Riverside out. Campfire. Current. Infirmary. Button.
Yeah, we're going back to infirmary.
Dim. Infirmary.
Can we
You
do
have
anything?
returned to the infirmary of Riverside Outpost. The front door is closed. Smoke is rising from the chimney.
Let's enter.
Enter the infirmary.
Of course.
Use. Enter the infirmary. Use. Sister Agatha is alone in the dormitory, wrapped in a wolf hide. She lies on the floor in front of the burning fireplace, writing on a parchment with ink and quill.
All right, let's have a conversation with her if we can.
Look around. Use. Button. Talk to Sister Agatha. Map. Button.
Let's talk to Sister Agatha?
Talk to Sister Agatha. You approach the woman in the white robe. Without looking up from the parchment on the floor, she says, "What do you want, soldier?"
What do you want, soldier?
Observe the monk. Button.
Okay, we can observe her.
Ask for medical assistance.
Ask for
Button.
medical assistance.
Purchase medical supplies. Button.
Ooh, purchase medical supplies.
Map. Button. Purchase. Ask for medical. Observe the monk. Button.
Let's observe her first and
Observe
learn
the
as
monk.
much as we can.
The young monk keeps her brown hair in a tight bun. Her facial features are unremarkable, if not beyond reproach.
Okay, that's fine.
Ask for medical assistance. Button.
We can ask for medical assistance.
Ask for medical
Let's
assistance.
find out what
Use.
happens.
She throws a quick glance in your direction. You look fine to me. Don't worry about it.
You look fine to me. Nothing wrong with you. All right, great. Let's purchase something.
Ask for medical assistance. Purchase medical supplies. Button.
So this is going to be our healer. So let's purchase some supplies.
Purchase medical supplies. Bandages.
Oh, awesome. Bandages.
Medicine. 1. Expanded. Bandages.
So the title is bandages.
Medicine. 1. Expanded.
Medicine 1.
Close by items tab. Tab. Medicine. 1. Expanded.
Let's go ahead and
Medicine. 1.
double tap
expanded.
on that.
Close by items tab. Tab. Sell items tab. Tab. Close by items tab. Tab.
Okay, so we can close. Okay, we need to move through this.
Bandages. Medicine. 1. Bandages.
So we double tap on that.
Bandages. Medical supplies. Can be used to restore a moderate amount of health.
All right. Just have to double tap on things and move your fingers around.
3 uses.
Cool. We'll definitely purchase that.
Buy for 27 gold. Current goal 0.
Oh, 27 gold. That is not what we have. We do not have enough money. Okay, these are some expensive supplies.
Bandages. Medicine 1. Expanded. Close by items tab. Tab.
Okay, let's go ahead and close that.
You know where to find me.
You know where to find me. Thank you very much. Sorry to bother you. We don't have the money to purchase anything here. Let's go ahead and leave her alone.
Ask for medical assistance. Purchase medical supply. Map. Button.
Okay.
Map.
Let's get back out of here.
Area.
We're here.
Riverside outpost. Infirmary. Current location. Campfire. Button.
Let's go to the campfire.
Campfire. Dim. Campfire. The campfire is out and the exiles are gone. The gateway to the outpost is closed.
All right. Wow, we need to make some money.
Approach the gate. Button. Approach the fortress on the hilltop. Button.
Let's check out the gate first, and then we'll go talk
Approach the
to
gate.
the
Button.
colonel or general.
Approach the gate. Health points 90 of 90. A guard shouts at you from the watchtower. No one may leave or enter the outpost until further notice.
No one may leave until further notice.
Ask the guard to open the gates. Button.
He just said we can't open the gate, but let's just ask him anyway. Let's be annoying.
Ask the guard to open the gates. The guard in the tower shakes his head. No, not before the word is given. He turns his attention to the outer perimeter.
No! Okay, sorry.
Map. Button. Character tab. Tab. Map.
Use
Button.
the map and go
Map.
someplace else.
Area. Watchtowers. Current location. Campfire. Button. Infirmary. Button. Recenter map. Infirmary. Campfire.
Let's go back to the
Button.
campfire.
Dim. Campfire.
That seems to be our hub.
The campfire is out and the exiles are gone. The gateway to the outpost is closed.
All right, let's go ahead and go to...
Approach the fortress on the hilltop. Approach the riverbank. Button.
Let's check out the riverbank first.
Approach the riverbank.
And then we'll
Health
end
points
up
90 of 90.
at our final destination.
The embankment of the frozen river is kept under the watchful eye of a soldier, who is guarding a shack near the jetty. A merchant is hawking his wares from the back of his ox-drawn carriage.
Ooh, more stuff to buy? We don't have any money, though.
Talk to the soldier. Button.
Let's at least have some conversation.
Talk to the soldier. Use. Back on your feet. Huh?
Back on your feet, I see.
Talk to the soldier. Use. Button.
All right.
Trade with the merchant. Button.
Let's go ahead.
Explore the proving grounds. Button.
Ooh.
Map. Button. Explore the proving grounds. Button.
Let's
Trade with the merchant.
trade
Button.
with the merchant.
Trade with the merchant.
Can we get
Use.
anything?
Arrow. Hunting bow. Arrow.
An arrow,
Hunting bow.
hunting bow,
Sword stick.
sword stick.
Weapon. 3. Expanded.
There are 3 weapons here.
Armor. 1. Collapsed.
Oh, there's armor. What's the armor?
1. Expanded. Barrel lid. Closed. Barrel lid.
Barrel lid. A barrel lid, probably a shield.
Weapon. 3. Collapsed.
Wow, this is so cool.
Armor. 1. Expanded.
We can't afford any of this stuff.
Food. 1. Collapsed.
Oh, he's got food too.
1. Expand. Flask of pear cider.
Ooh, and some little bit of booze.
Weapon. 3. Collapsed.
What kind of weapons you got here?
Expand. Arrow. Hunting bow.
All right, how much is the?
Sword stick.
How
hunting
much is
bow.
the hunting bow?
Hunting bow. 3 to 6 range damage.
3 to 6 range damage.
Encumbrance 6.
Encumbrance is pretty heavy.
Requires arrow. 0. Requirement not met.
Okay, I understand.
Replaces wooden staff.
Okay, it replaces the wooden staff.
Slots. Main hand plus off hand. Dim. Buy for 70 gold. Current gold.
70
0. Dim.
gold.
Button.
Ugh. Okay, we can't afford this.
Arrow. Hunting bow. Sword stick.
Okay.
Close. Button.
I'm just gonna jump out of here.
Close.
We can't afford any of this stuff.
Picked up the cider at the monastery. Gonna head south to the river shrine. Not yet, but soon. Ellipsis.
I picked up this by the shrine. Okay. He's gonna obviously have a little bit of a nip. We certainly wouldn't mind having a nip ourselves, but I'm sure we cannot afford that. Should we buy that cider from him? Maybe it's inexpensive.
Talk to the soldier. Use. Trade with the merchant. Use. Trade with the merchant.
Let's
Use.
find out if
Arrow.
we can buy that.
Hunting bow. Sword stick. Weapon. 3. Expanded. Armor. 1. Food. 1. Tool. 4. Collapsed.
Oh wait, there's 2 4.
Food. 1. Collapsed.
Let's first
Food,
deal
1.
with
Expand. Flask of
the.
pear cider.
How much is this?
Flask of pear cider. Widely appreciated among the peoples of Tempuris. Brewed by the monks of the Finrician monastery.
Okay.
4 uses.
Oh, it's medicine basically.
Buy for 18 gold. Current gold.
Oh,
0. Dim.
18
Button.
gold. No.
Flask of pear cider.
Okay.
Weapon. 3. Collapsed. Armor. 1. Food. 1. Tool. 4. Collapsed.
Let's find out what tools
Tool,
are
4.
here.
Expand. Bale hook.
Oh, a bale hook.
Firewood.
Firewood.
Rope.
Rope. We already have a rope.
Rope.
Oh wait, we don't have a rope. We lost everything.
Torch. Weapon. 3. Collapse.
let's-
Torch. Rope.
Shall we get a rope? Let's get a rope.
Rope. You never know when you might need one of these things.
Exactly.
Buy for 27 gold. Current
Oh,
gold. 0.
We don't
Dim.
have
Button.
enough.
You never know when you might need. Buy for 27 gold. Bale hook.
How much is the bale
Bale hook.
hook?
Firewood. Bale hook. Bale hook. Firewood. Rope. Torch.
How much is a
Torch.
torch?
Weapon. 3. Armor. 1. Collapse.
Oh, it's a weapon? What is it?
Can be used to illuminate dark areas.
Okay.
Or
you have
set
to
things
bring-
on fire.
So
if need
when
be.
you do double tap things, bring your finger up and then you can hear all the information. It's going to refresh itself.
Buy for 18 gold. Current gold. 0.
Okay.
Bale hook. Buy for 18 gold. Bale hook. Firewood. Rope. Firewood. Firewood.
I wanted to tell us what
A
everything
cut
is.
piece of timber. Harvested on the Western Highlands.
A cut piece of timber.
Buy for 2 gold. Current
All
gold.
right.
0.
Well, we can
Dim.
almost
Button.
afford some firewood eventually here.
Bale hook.
I wonder if the firewood's reusable or do you have to continue to purchase it? It'd be interesting to know if it's something we have to continually purchase. That would be a little bit more realistic, which I would prefer.
A cut piece of timber. Firewood. Close. Button. Close. Firewood. Close. Button.
Close that.
Let me know if there's anything you need. Talk to the soldier. You trade with the merchant.
Okay,
Use.
I want
Trade with the merchant.
to check out
Use.
more of your
Arrow.
stuff here.
Arrow. Hunting book. Sword stick. Weapon. 3. Armor. 1. Food. 1. Tool. 4.
I just
Collapse.
want to
Tool.
know what
4.
all the
Expand.
things
Bale
they
hook.
have so I know where to come back to.
Bale hook.
I want to know what this
Bale
bale hook is here.
Farmhands grab the bale hook. Farmhands grab the handle of this iron hook when they need to move bales of hay from one place to
Yes,
another.
I figured that's what it was. I wonder what the purpose of this would be for.
Buy for 27 gold. Current gold. Bale hook.
Okay, I don't think a bale hook would be 27 gold. But obviously, it's a barrier designed to make us do more of the story before we can come back and get these items. So it's artificially inflated costs.
Firewood. Rope. Torch. Weapon. 3. Collapsed. Torch.
Okay, a torch. We know what that's going to be.
Torch.
Let's go check out the torch.
Torch. Can be used to illuminate dark areas or set things on fire.
Yeah,
if
we're going to
be.
need this too. I'm sure this is 27 gold also.
Buy for 18 gold. Current
18 gold,
0.
okay,
Dim.
obviously.
Button.
A torch isn't worth 18 gold.
Can be used to illuminate. Torch. Close. Button. Close. Button.
All right,
Close.
we obviously can't afford
Still
anything
here. For
here.
now. My next stop is the River Shrine. Ellipsis.
All right, he's going to go have a nip at the river shrine. We're going to go ahead and explore, and then we're going to go to our quest objective.
Talk to the soldier. You trade with the merchant. You explore the proving grounds.
Let's
Button.
go ahead and explore
the proving grounds.
proving grounds.
The stone walls around the proving ground are half buried in snow. There is no one else here.
Okay, nothing here. We didn't find anything. Maybe we can look around and search the ground and look for any buried treasure.
The stone walls around the proving ground are half buried in snow. There is no one else here. Reminisce. Button.
Oh,
Map. Button.
we can reminisce. Let's
Button.
go ahead and reminisce.
Reminisce. You had never held a sword before you set foot on the proving grounds. The first thing they gave you was a wooden stick. You and your brother were always competing. And by the end of the year, you were proficient with the claymore. Not only that, the Barnabas brothers graduated at the top of the class. Ultimately, he won by a narrow margin.
Okay, that's interesting. Good history.
Previous. The stone walls around. Map. Button. Character tab. Tab. Map. Button. Character tab.
there anything
Tab.
new?
Quest tab. Tab. Notifications. 1. Gain 5 experience. Button.
Oh, we gained 5 experience from our little encounter.
Quest tab. Tab.
Yeah, I was wondering, shouldn't we be gaining more experience from completing even these minor quests? I'm gonna have to pay attention to that aspect.
Inventory tab. Tab.
Nothing new in our inventory.
Character tab. Tab. Quest tab. Tab.
Nothing new in our quest tab. Okay,
You had never held a sword before. Previous. The stone wall. Map. Button.
let's go check out our map.
Area. Riverside outpost. Proving grounds. Current riverbank. Button.
Riverbank.
Proving grounds. Current location. Area. Riverside outpost. Area. Proving grounds. Riverbank. Campfire. Button. Infirmary. Button. Watchtowers. Button. Recenter map.
Let's recenter map.
Recenter map. Riverbank. Campfire. Infirmary. Watchtowers. Recenter map. Watchtowers. Infirmary. Button. Campfire. Button. Riverbank. Campfire.
Let's go to the campfire, then we'll head
Dim.
to
Riverbank.
the Colonel.
Campfire. The campfire is out and the exiles are gone. The gateway to the outpost is closed.
All right, we can't get out that way
The
anyway.
campfire is approach the fortress on the
Let's
hilltop.
go ahead and
Button.
go to the fortress.
Map button. Approach the fortress on the hilltop.
Might
Approach
as well
the
move the
fortress on the
story
hilltop.
along here.
Talk to the guards. Frozen stiff. A dead body dangles from the gallows on the hilltop. Guarded by
Ew.
militia soldiers. The entrance to Riverside Fort is flanked by the Highland banner on both sides.
It's not very pleasant. Public executions.
Previous. The campfire is frozen stiff. A dead body dangles from the gallows on the hill. Talk to the guards. Button.
Let's go ahead and talk to the
Talk
guards.
to the guards. Use. The colonel awaits your arrival. Soldier.
The colonel awaits your arrival, soldier.
Talk to the guards. Use.
All right.
Button. Look at the Highland banner. Button.
Let's look at the Highland banner.
Look at the Highland banner. Use. The Highland banner is white, black and green. 3 objects are depicted. A scythe, a claymore and a wolf's paw. The flag is flown by all provinces of the Roburg City State.
Okay.
Talk to the guards. Use. Button. Look at the Highland banner. Use. Enter the fortress on the hilltop. Map. Button.
All right,
Enter the
let's
fortress
enter
on
the
the
fortress.
hilltop. Enter the fortress on the hilltop. Goal 0. You step through a corridor to a great hall, where a fire pit is burning. The colonel sits on a wooden throne behind a sturdy table. Dozens of militia soldiers are lined up along the walls. Pater Heinrich sits on a chair next to the colonel.
All right. That was the monk who was our surgeon.
Report for duty. Button. Character tab. Tab. Report. You step through a corridor
There's
to
no
a great
other
hall,
choices,
where
so
a fire
let's
pit
just
is burning.
report for duty. We need
Button.
money.
Report for duty. The colonel is old and stocky with short gray hair. He was placed in charge of the outpost long before you received basic training. The officer speaks in a solemn voice. The time has come to honor the deeds you have done. Soldier.
I always think it's a little lazy writing to say somebody's old. How old are they? I mean, if you say young or old, that doesn't tell me anything. I always felt that old is such a sad description. Like, what do they look like? How do they sound? What is their voice imprint? What are some of their physical descriptions? What are their voice sounds? I feel like that's more important than whether they're old or young.
The colonel is old and stocky with short
That's
gray
just
hair.
my
He was
pickiness,
placed in
though.
charge of the outpost long before you received basic training. The officer speaks in a solemn voice. The time has come to honor the deeds you have done. Soldier.
The time has come to honor the deeds you have done, soldier.
Kneel before the throne. Button.
We can kneel before the throne.
Character tab.
Let's,
Tab.
of course,
kneel before
kneel.
the throne. Button.
Obviously, this is our superior officer. We're going to be working for him.
Kneel before the throne. The monk takes a branding iron from the fire pit. Scalding hot. It burns your skin below the mark of allegiance on your left
Okay.
arm. In
Looks
honor
like
of your
we're
service in
gonna
the war
get
against
branded.
Catalan, you are hereby branded with the mark of triumph.
You are hereby branded with the mark of triumph.
Endure the pain. Button.
We can endure the pain.
Character tab. Tab.
Of course we'll
endure
endure the pain.
Button. Endure the pain. Saluted by the other soldiers, you grimace in pain on your knees. The monk takes another branding iron from the fire pit. You have served us well, soldier. But your body and mind are broken. Ellipsis. Once more, your skin burns below the mark of allegiance. You are hereby branded with the mark of weariness.
Okay, why are you... Don't you start branding me just because I'm a little weak. I've been through some war. I was doing this long before some of you.
What does it mean? Button.
Okay, we're going to have to ask what some of this means, but we don't want to sound like a looky-loo here.
Character tab. What does it mean? Saluted by the other soldiers. What does it mean?
Let's go ahead and
Button.
ask what does it mean?
The colonel replies, your time came and went on the battlefield. Young soldier, we cannot afford to keep a cripple on payroll. You are now relieved from active duty, but there are still ways to prove your worth. Ellipsis.
Oh, no, you didn't call me a cripple. All right, dude. We do not keep cripples on the payroll. Your time has come and gone. Be gone. Fine, I'll prove myself in another way. I resent being called a cripple by you. Your ineptitude is the whole crippling part of this operation, but I didn't say that out loud, of course. I don't want to be on the gallows outside of your command structure.
Previous. Saluted by the other the colonel replies, your time came and went on the battlefield.
Okay.
Young soldier, we cannot afford to keep a cripple on
We
payroll.
are disabled.
You are now relieved. What did you have in mind? Button.
We are relieved from duty. We are disabled. Obviously, we're going to have to try to find a way to re-enter this non-accessible, insulting army, calling us a cripple. It's really not very nice.
Character tab. Tab. Previous. Saluted. The colonel replies, your time came. What did you have in mind? Button.
Well, let's take on some missions and maybe we can get back into this outfit.
Character. What did you have in mind? What did you have in
What
mind?
did you have in mind?
Your brother has not been seen for a few days. Unlike you, Alec Barnabas remains a useful asset. Find him, and your efforts will be rewarded.
Unlike you, your brother is a useful asset. Find him, and perhaps we may consider allowing you to rejoin us. By the way, whenever I read lines, I just add the logical improvisation of what they would say. It doesn't mean I'm reading it word for word, okay? My memory isn't like completely picture perfect. I don't have like a total recall memory. I do my very best to kind of say what they're kind of saying. If that does bother you, I do apologize. But I'm just basically trying to keep the story moving while still voice acting some of the lines.
I will find my brother. Anything else you can tell me? Button.
I will find my brother. Is there anything else you can tell me?
Character tab. I will find my brother. I will find my brother. Anything else you... The monk says, rise, young soldier, and let it be known that we recognize your valiant sacrifice. All of us are suffering the aftermath of war. Measures of austerity must be taken, unfortunate as it may be.
Okay. Rise, young soldier.
Stand up. Button.
All right.
Character tab.
Let's go ahead and stand
up.
up.
Stand up. The colonel says, speak to the paymaster if you want to collect your wages. Ask the quartermaster about your belongings. That'll be all.
Speak to the quartermaster to get your belongings and your pay. All right, so we obviously work for you, but you said we were crippled and you threw us out, but that's fine. We'll just work as best we can. I like being an underdog, okay?
Talk to the quartermaster. Button.
Let's go talk to the quartermaster or...
Talk to the paymaster. Button.
Talk to the paymaster. Of course, let's talk to... Well, let's get our stuff first.
Enter the barracks. Button.
Oh, we can go to the barracks?
Map. Button.
Let's, wow, we have so many cool things to do.
Talk to the quartermaster.
Let's talk to the quartermaster first, find out what we can get for free first.
Talk to the quartermaster. Militia soldiers patrol the hallway to the quartermaster's office. The young man sits behind his desk, leafing through the pages of a thick ledger.
All right, what do we get here?
Retrieve your belongings. Button.
Oh, cool, we can retrieve our belongings.
Ask about your brother. Retrieve your belongings. Button.
Let's retrieve your belongings.
The quartermaster picks up the ledger. Having flipped through the pages for a while, he finally looks up and says, here we are. One moment, please. He seeks out a wooden crate and drags it across the floor. This one's yours. Here's the key.
One moment, please. Here are your items. Here is your key. Thank you. I'll take those. I appreciate it.
Take the key. Button.
Let's go ahead and take the key.
Take the key. You take the small iron key.
Let's take our items.
Previous. You take the small iron key. Unlock the crate and take a look inside. Button.
Let's go ahead and just get this over with.
Unlock the crate and take a look inside. Having used the small iron key, you remove the padlock and open the wooden crate. The first thing you notice is that your equipment is missing. No sword and no armor. The box is big enough. They should be in there. But this is not the case.
All right. Quartermaster, you're not doing your job properly. Where's my stuff?
Previous. You take the small iron. Ask about the missing equipment. Button.
Of course.
Take the journal. Button.
Well, there's a journal in here?
Take your sister's birth certificate. Button. Take your birth certificate. Button.
Okay, let's get all this stuff first before we start creating a problem.
Take the journal. Button.
Take the journal.
Take your sister's birth certificate.
Take my sister's birth certificate.
It contains various texts that were written by your sister. Some of the pages have been ripped out, possibly due to embarrassment.
Yes, we know.
Ask about the missing equipment. Take your sister's birth certificate. Button.
Let's take that.
Take your sister's birth certificate. You take the scroll. This document proves that your sister was born on the western highlands of Temkiris.
We're going to take everything we can.
Ask about the missing equipment. Take your birth certificate. Button.
Let's take my own birth
certificate.
Take
your birth certificate. You take the damaged scroll. This document proves that you are a native commoner from the western highlands of Temkiris.
All right.
Ask about the missing equipment. Take the foreign pamphlet. Button.
Let's take the foreign pamphlet.
Take the foreign pamphlet. You take the pamphlet. Cadmelonian runes are inscribed on this parchment, which was taken from the lifeless clutch of a foreign soldier.
Okay.
Ask about the missing equipment. Take the rope. Button.
Let's take the...
Take the rope.
Oh yeah, we got the rope now. We don't have to buy
rope.
it. That's 27 gold right there.
Ask about the missing equipment. Leave the quartermaster. Character tab. Leave the quartermaster's office. Ask about the missing equipment. You take the coil of rope. Previous. You take the coil of rope. Ask about the missing equipment.
Let's ask about the missing equipment.
Ask about the missing equipment. The quartermaster takes a look in his ledger. Says here your things were collected and boxed up when you got here. This was, ellipsis, about 9 months ago. It's all there, far as I know. What you see is what you get.
Okay, we're missing armor and weapons. Obviously, we were robbed. Or our brother has it. Hopefully our brother has it.
Complain about the missing equipment. Button.
Should we start complaining?
Leave the quartermaster's office.
I'm gonna complain. I want my stuff.
Complain about the missing equipment. The quartermaster replies, my apologies. I don't know what happened, but, ellipsis. He clears his throat. Armor and weapons are in short supply. Same goes for the people who make them. Not to mention bronze and iron. Hard times, you see?
I really feel like I wish there was some crafting, like, objectives we can do. Some, like, crafting menu or something. Because then we can start making our own stuff. Look for some resources.
Leave the quartermaster's office. Character tab. Leave the quartermaster replies. My apologies. Leave the quartermaster's office.
Okay.
Button. Character tab.
Let's leave the office.
Leave the quartermaster's office. The doors to the great hall are wide open. Slowly, some of the soldiers head outside, while others enter the barracks and patrol the corridors.
Let's go ahead and go to the...
Talk to the colonel. Button. Talk to the monk. Button. Talk to the paymaster. Button.
Let's go get our pay.
Talk to the paymaster. Militia soldiers guard the entrance to the paymaster's office. The old accountant pores over a weathered tome on his desk. Scrolls are stacked up on the shelves behind him. Wooden coffers and iron strong boxes are scattered on the floor. Collect your wages. Button.
Let's collect our wages.
Collect your wages. Use. Let's see. Ellipsis. The old man turns the pages in his ledger. Yes. Finally, he puts down 3 coin pouches on the table. These are the wages from the past 9 months. And here's a little something for the mark of triumph. In addition, you are entitled to severance pay. 1 installment, mind you.
Alright, great. We got a little bit of stuff.
Collect your wages. Use. Button. So, that's it? The militia no longer pays me? How am I supposed to make a living? Button.
Alright, should we complain?
Ask about your brother. Button.
We should be asking about our brother. We're missing these opportunities.
Leave the paymaster's off. Ask about your brother. But, so, that's it?
Well, let's just be a little snarky here
that's it?
first.
The militia no. The paymaster replies, it was not my decision. How you make a living is not my concern. He sighs. Listen, you're no longer on the monthly payroll, but, ellipsis, it could be worse. You're still one of us. Got a place to stay. Come and go as you please.
Well, we do have a place to stay. That is important.
Collect your wages. Use. Button. How can I get back on the monthly payroll? Button.
Alright, let's find out how to get back on the
How
monthly
can I get
payroll.
back on the monthly payroll? The old man ponders your question for a while. He replies, soldiers who are branded with the mark of weariness will usually look for work elsewhere. Depends on circumstance. They might end up in the poorhouse. But, ellipsis, you are still young. So, ellipsis, just try to impress the people in charge. Show them that you're fit to be reinstated to active duty.
Yeah, then how do we get this brand off of us? Okay, okay.
Collect your wages. Use. Ask about your brother. Button.
Let's ask about our brother.
Ask about your
while
brother.
we're here.
Use. The paymaster consults the ledger and replies, Alec Barnabas collected his wages before he went out on patrol. Glancing down at the columns in the ledger, he adds, he took all of it. Down to the very last coin.
Okay.
Collect your wages. Use. Ask about your brother. Use. Leave the paymaster's office. But, character tab. Leave the paymaster's office.
We're gonna
leave
leave.
the paymaster's office. You're standing in the great hall of Riverside Fort. The colonel is perched on a wooden throne behind a sturdy table. Pater Heinrich sits on a chair beside him. The fire pit is burning.
Let's talk to everybody one more time before we get out of here.
Talk to the colonel. Button. Talk to the monk. Button.
Talk to the monk first.
Talk to the monk. Use. Pater Heinrich says, last time I spoke to your brother, he was quite upset. Ellipsis. Because I had expressed my doubts concerning your recovery. Guess you proved me wrong. Ellipsis.
Yeah, I'm going to prove you more than wrong. I'm going to prove to you that I can do whatever I need to do here.
Talk to the colonel. Button.
Let's go ahead and talk to the colonel.
Talk to the
one
colonel.
more time.
Use. The colonel seems annoyed. Waving dismissively, he says, not now, soldier. Come back later. Ellipsis.
All right.
Talk to the colonel. Use. Button.
Well, we've done that.
Talk to the monk. Use. Visit the quartermaster's office. Use.
I want to ask the quartermaster one more
Visit
time
the
about our
quartermaster's
brother.
office. Use. You have returned to the quartermaster's office. He says, anything I can do for you, soldier? Retrieve your belongings. Use. Button. Ask about your brother. Button.
Yeah, we didn't ask about our brother.
Ask about your brother.
Let's find
Use.
out what we can.
He takes a look in the ledger. Your brother picked up a few things before he left. That's all I can tell you.
Looks like he picked up our stuff.
Retrieve your belongings. You. Ask about your brother. Use. Leave the quartermaster's office. Use.
Go ahead and
Leave
leave.
the quartermaster's office. Use. You're standing in the great hall
Alright,
of Riverside
let's go
Fort.
to our
The colonel is
barracks.
perched on a wooden throne behind a sturdy table. Pater Heinrich sits on a chair beside him. The fire pit is burning. Talk to the colonel. Use. Talk to the monk. Use. Visit the paymaster's office. Use. Enter the barracks. Button.
Let's go ahead and enter the barracks.
Enter the barracks. You follow a crowd of soldiers into the circular dormitory, where wolf hides are laid out among the scattered luggage on the stone floor.
How much time do we have left here? Because we have been playing for quite a bit.
Time is 0 hour 2 minutes.
Okay, we're just about out of time, so we have just enough time to look around this barracks, and then I think we're going to have to wrap it up.
Search the barracks. Button.
Let's search the barracks and see if
Search
we
the
can find
barracks.
anything else while we're here.
You find a small book. Seems like someone left it
Ooh.
behind.
Okay, well, we're a bit of a thief, I guess.
Take the book. Button.
We'll take that book.
Take the book.
Cool.
You pick up the book from the floor. Ask the soldiers about your brother. Button.
Let's just ask well, you know what? Maybe it's time to save some of this for the next episode. Let's save.
Main menu. Goal. 200. Main menu. Previous. You find. Main menu.
Let's
Main
save
menu.
our.
Continue.
Let's
New game. Button. Save game. Button.
go ahead and save our game.
Save game. You pick up the book from the floor.
Okay, cool. All right, we've saved our game.
Ask the soldiers about your brother. Button.
So, and that's what I would suggest that most of you do whenever you get to a main area or quest hub like this. But that's going to be it for us. I'm having so much fun with this game. Turn off my timer. This is so beautiful, so detailed. You can tell there is so much love and like detail and intricate storytelling and questing that's gone into this. It elicits emotion and feelings, everything you can think of. The music, the ambience is absolutely fantastic. Everything about this game is fantastic. I'm going to have so much fun doing a Let's Play on this. And if you like what I do here, please feel free to swing by and like it. That really, really helps. Leaving comments, that is really goes a long way to supporting the channel. Subscribing, things like that. I really appreciate that from all of you so that I can continue to do what I do here on Newdeath Gaming. But for now, we're going to go ahead and take a little break. And as I always say, love yourself, each other, and do be kind to each other out there during these winter months in December. And we'll come back next time. But until then, take care, everyone. Goodbye.